The streets don't forget and neither does Meech. After everything that's gone down, one thing is clear. Episode 5 is about to test loyalty like never before. Episode 4 of BMF Season 4 brought a storm and nobody walked away clean. The tension between family and business has never been higher. Meech is still trying to expand his empire, but with every new connection he makes, the pressure from the streets and law enforcement tightens like a noose around his neck. The episode opened with Meech pushing deeper into new territory. After the fallout from previous episodes, he's rebuilding power, recruiting new faces, and setting up bigger plays. But while he's making moves on the outside, enemies are watching him closely. Every step forward comes with risk whether it's from rival crews or dirty cops playing both sides. Terry, on the other hand, is struggling to keep his two lives from crashing into each other. On one side, he's trying to keep the family together, looking out for his son, his girl, and their future. On the other, he's still tied to Meech and the empire they built together. In episode 4, we saw how that pressure is breaking him. Slowly, there's a growing feeling that Terry might be reaching his limit. You can see it in his eyes, in his hesitation. He's starting to ask himself if it's even worth it anymore. One of the biggest moments in episode 4 came when Detective Bryant reappeared in a more aggressive role. He's not just investigating now, he's on a mission. He wants Meech behind bars, and he doesn't care who he has to cross to do it. The feds are also getting closer, watching every transaction, tapping phones, tracking every move, and yet, Meech moves like he always has, with confidence, like the walls aren't closing in. But let's not forget the wild card, Detective Veronica Jin. She's not playing by the old rules. Her approach is different, more patient, more personal. She's studying the crew, looking for weak spots. In episode 4, there was a moment quick, maybe even missed by somewhere. She caught Terry in a lie. That tiny detail, it might blow things wide open in episode 5. Meanwhile, within Meech's own crew, cracks are starting to show. Some soldiers are questioning his leadership, others are chasing their own bag. And when loyalty starts to slip, betrayal is always close. We've seen it happen before, and episode 4 set the stage for it to happen again. There was also that cryptic phone call at the end of the episode. We didn't hear the full conversation, but Meech's expression said it all. Someone from the past is coming back, and whether they're a friend or an enemy, that's still up in the air. Episode 4 wasn't just about setting up the next chapter. It was a warning shot. Every storyline is heating up at once. Meech and Terry are running out of time, and every character is being pushed toward a decision that could change everything. Episode 5 is coming, and if you paid attention to the final scenes of episode 4, you already know something big is about to go down. Episode 5 is shaping up to be a turning point, not because of the action, but because of the choices the characters are about to make. The question is no longer who's the strongest, it's who's adapting fast enough to survive. And in BMF, when a character changes, people die. Let's start with Meech. We've seen him evolve from a street hustler into a businessman, but now he's starting to feel the real weight of leadership. He's not just running crews anymore, he's dealing with territories, politics, even out-of-town connections. Episode 4 showed us that he's not just playing the game, he's building a new one. But with every move, he's making more enemies. And in episode 5, all eyes will be on whether he can keep his crew loyal, his empire running, and still stay one step ahead of the law. He's cool, he's smart, but how long can even Meech stay in control when the whole board is on fire? Then there's Terry, the brother who always said he wanted out but never quite walked away. Episode 4 gave us a version of Terry that feels cornered. He's got responsibilities pulling him in every direction. His family needs him to be stable. His brother needs him to be ruthless, and now the law might be pulling him into something he can't escape, Watch closely in episode 5. Terry's arc isn't just about loyalty anymore, it's about identity. If he keeps following Meech, he may lose everything else. But if he walks away, will Meech see that as betrayal? Now let's talk about the law side of the story because things are getting way more personal than procedural. Detective Bryant is not just a cop doing his job anymore. He's obsessed. His pride is on the line. And when someone in law enforcement starts chasing you for personal reasons, that's when things get dangerous. Episode 4 already showed he's willing to go outside the lines. Episode 5 might be when he breaks all the rules just to trap Meech for good. But the real shadow player is Detective Veronica Jin. She's moving quiet, calculating, watching how the brothers operate. She's not like Brian, she doesn't explode. She observes, then strikes. In episode 4, she barely spoke, but when she did, it meant something. She sees something in Terry, whether it's a weakness, a soft spot, or something she can exploit. We don't know yet, but that look she gave him at the end, it means she's coming for him in episode 5, not with force, with strategy. And finally, we need to keep our eyes on the people in the background. The side characters who don't get a lot of screen time but always seem to be nearby when drama goes down. The quiet soldier who keeps watching Meech from a distance. The new face who's asking too many questions. The cousin who suddenly wants back in. In BMF, background players become killers overnight. Episode 5 might be when one of them steps up or switches sides. So as we head into the next episode, remember, it's not just about what's happening, it's about who's changing. Meech is fighting to grow. Terry is fighting to breathe. And the feds, they're just waiting for one of them to fall. Because in this story, character isn't just what you have, it's what you're willing to lose. Every move made in episode 4 was like loading a gun. Episode 5, that's when the trigger gets pulled. And if we've learned anything from BMF, it's that explosions don't always come from the loudest corners. They come from silence, hesitation, and the lies people keep buried too long. Let's talk predictions, real, grounded, and based on where every piece is on the board right now. Prediction 1, Terry is going to break. He's stretched too thin. And the writers are pushing his character closer and closer to a breaking point. In episode 4, you could feel it, he's tired, he's conflicted. And that quiet pressure from Detective Jin is starting to close in. Episode 5 could be the moment he finally says enough. Whether that means pulling away from Meech or slipping up in front of law enforcement, one thing's clear, Terry's going to make a mistake. And in this world, one mistake could cost him everything. Prediction 2, someone inside Meech's circle is going to flip or fall. There's been too much quiet tension in the crew. The loyalty isn't as tight as it used to be. In episode 4, there were side glances, unspoken doubts, and that shady conversation outside the club. Yeah, you caught that too. That wasn't filler. That was set up. Somebody's about to betray the BMF family. Whether it's out of fear, greed, or survival, episode 5 could reveal a snake inside the camp. And Meech, he's smart, but even he might not see this one coming. Prediction 3, the law is about to strike and they're coming for both brothers. Detective Bryant has reached a boiling point. After being humiliated and ignored, he's likely to act reckless and desperate. And desperate cops don't always follow the badge. Don't be surprised if he tries to plant evidence, stage a trap, or pressure someone close to the crew. And with Jin watching from the sidelines, episode 5 could be the moment the investigation goes from passive to full assault. Think search warrants. Think busts. Think setups in motion. Prediction 4, Meech is about to make a bold, risky power move. If you look at the pattern, Meech never plays defense for too long. He takes losses, but he always answers with something bigger. Episode 5 could be his retaliation moment. He might hit back at a rival crew, take over a key location, or cut a new deal that shifts the balance. Don't be shocked if he burns a bridge to build something stronger. It's how Meech works risk everything, win big, or go down trying. Asterisk prediction. 5. A ghost from the past returns. Asterisk, let's not forget that cryptic phone call at the end of episode 4. Meech didn't look scared. He looked calculated. That means whoever was on the line, he's either dangerous or useful, possibly both. Episode 5 could bring back an old ally or worse, an old enemy with unfinished business. And in BMF, when someone returns after disappearing, they usually bring chaos. Asterisk, now here's the thing, episode 5 isn't going to be just another setup episode. It feels like the writers are ready to flip the switch. The pressure is too high, the relationships are too fragile. Somebody's going to cross a line, somebody's going to get hurt. And by the end of episode 5, this war won't be about money, it'll be personal. Asterisk, so don't blink. Don't look away, because the next episode might just be the one that turns brothers into rivals. Or sends someone to the morgue. Asterisk. Fans of BMF aren't just watching the show. They're reading between every line, decoding every look, and flipping every silent moment into full-blown conspiracy. Episode 4 didn't just spark tension in the story, it sparked chaos online. And now the fanbase is split into camps, each with their own theory about what's really going on and what's about to go down in episode 5. Let's break down some of the loudest and craziest theories that are catching fire across Reddit, Twitter, YouTube comments, and even TikTok. Theory number 1, Terry is going to Meech. But not how we think. This one's got people heated. Some fans believe Terry's starting to break under pressure, not just from the streets, but from his own conscience. He doesn't want his son growing up in this world. He's watching everything fall apart and realizing he has no way out. Some fans believe he'll try to cut a quiet deal not to take Meech down, but to save his own family. A few even think Jen is playing psychological games, waiting for Terry to confess without realizing it. Is it a stretch? Maybe, but in BMF, silence is louder than words. Theory number 2, Detective Bryant is going rogue and might end up dead. This one's gaining traction. Bryant's obsession with Meech isn't just personal, it's dangerous. Some fans are convinced that he's about to step outside the law completely, using street tactics to trap the Flannery brothers. But others think he's gone too far already and someone's going to shut him down for good. Could be a rival cop, could be someone from the crew. Some even believe Meech will find out Bryant crossed a serious line and handle it the old-fashioned way. It's the kind of theory that's bold that the energy online says people are ready for a major death. Theory number 3, the new face is an undercover plan. In episode 4, there was a background character, quiet, smooth, to polished to be random. A few fans on Reddit caught it. He showed up twice in the same club scene, always close to Meech, but never speaking. The theory, he's either working with the feds or for a rival crew, planted to keep eyes on the operation. And with the way BMF loves playing the long game, don't be shocked if this mystery character suddenly makes a big move in episode 5. Theory number 4, Lucille and Charles are about to be pulled in deeper. Here's one that hits close to home. Fans have noticed the slow tension building between the brothers' criminal life and their parents' personal world. Some people think that in episode 5, the feds might lean on Lucille or Charles, maybe even use them as leverage. There's even a darker twist floating around, that one of them might unknowingly lead the feds to something major. The internet is split. Some say it's too risky to touch the parents. Others say it's time. Theory number 5, the ghost from the past is Kato's relative. Yup, this one's wild. But after that phone call Meech got at the end of episode 4, fan circles are spinning. A popular theory suggests that the person on the other end might be connected to Kato, maybe a cousin or brother, someone who's still bitter, still watching, still ready to finish what she started. Is it a stretch? Sure, but it would explain Meech's cold, unreadable reaction. And finally, the biggest thing fans agree on. Episode 5 is going to flip the table. Everyone from day one viewers to first-time watchers feels the same tension. Something big is coming, whether it's betrayal, death, or the start of a full-blown war. Social media is buzzing like it always does before a game-changing episode. So if you're not already reading the comments, checking the threads, or digging into fan edits, you're only getting half the story. Because in BMF, the real danger doesn't always happen on screen. It starts with what the fans see coming first. This isn't just a show about crime. It's a story about choices and what they cost when the world won't let you walk away clean. As we head into episode 5, one thing is clear. Nobody is safe. Not from betrayal, not from the feds, not even from themselves. Every move made in season 4 so far has been like a chess game in the dark, silent, risky, and deadly. And now we're down to the final pieces. Meech is building something bigger than the streets, but to do that, he has to outsmart the very people he once called family. Terry is trapped between two lives and either one could swallow him whole. The law is watching, enemies are moving. And those who say they're loyal, they're starting to go quiet. And that silence is always the first sign of a storm. If you've been following BMF since the beginning, you know how it goes. The rise always comes with a price. The only question left is, who's going to pay it first? Episode 5 isn't just going to answer questions, it's going to create new ones. This could be the episode where Meech makes a move so bold it puts everyone in danger. Or it could be the moment someone flips, someone dies, or someone walks away for good. The tension has been building for too long. And now the writers are about to drop a hammer. So here's what you do now. Drop your theories in the comments. Who's switching sides? Who's not making it to episode 6? Is Terry playing both sides? Or is he just scared? Like this video if you caught any hidden clues in episode 4 that most people missed. And subscribe, because when episode 5 drops, we're going to break it down scene by scene, no fluff, just facts, fire, and fallout. The streets of Detroit are more dangerous than ever. And whether it's family, loyalty, or power, something's about to snap. Stay locked in, because the next episode, it might just be the one that changes everything.